The PSVR 2 is looking to really shake up the VR scene with over 30 titles at launch and a plethora of upcoming games. I thought I'd put together a list of 5 upcoming titles that should be on your radar if you're getting the PSVR 2. So let's get down to business, because I don't think you're going to want to miss this. That sounded so much better in my head. Taking my number 5 slot is Beat Saber. Beat Saber is the most successful and well-known VR games in existence. Players slice and dice their way through blue and red blocks to the beat of an electrifying soundtrack, and all the while whilst trying to chase those high scores. It is unclear at this time whether owners of the original PSVR version of the game will get a free upgrade to the PSVR 2 version, but it's something that many fans are hoping for. The only reason Beat Saber is not higher on my list is because the title is old by this point and there are other more exciting releases for me. Slotting in at number 4 we have Among Us VR. Among Us needs no introduction. This popular game, players take the role of crew members tasked with repairing a malfunctioning spaceship. However, among the crew there are imposters who are looking to sabotage the ship and eliminate other crew members. The goal for players is to identify and vote off the imposters or repair the ship and take off before they are eliminated. Coming in at number 3 we have Baymoth. Baymoth is one of the most highly anticipated VR games of 2023. Developed by the studio behind The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, Baymoth is an action RPG and survival game set in a harsh world. Players take on the role of a lone wanderer, exploring a doomed empire and battling giant colossi known as Behemoths. Although no gameplay footage has been released as of yet, a trailer hints at a more photorealistic art style compared to the stylized approach of The Walking Dead. With the talent at Skydance Interactive, we can expect Behemoth to be a truly immersive VR experience. Running up in number 2 we have Firewall Ultra. Firewall Ultra is the virtual reality equivalent of Rainbow Six Siege. Its predecessor, Firewall Zero Hour, which was released exclusively for the PlayStation VR, is a popular tactical shooter on the platform. With Firewall Ultra, the studio promises an updated PvE experience, and the matches will be taking place in rounds of 3 rather than in rounds of 1, and will be taking place on dedicated servers, which should hopefully eliminate the lag issues that were present and plagued Firewall Zero Hour. However, returning legacy systems necessary for the limitations of the original hardware has stopped it from claiming the top spot today. Coming in at my number 1 spot today is Ghosts of Tabor. Fans of my channel will not be surprised to see Ghosts of Tabor at the top of this list. Ghosts of Tabor is effectively Escape from Tarkov, just in VR. It is set on a fictional Czech island known as Tabor. Players can choose between 2 factions, the Ghost or Volk, and will be fighting against each other and 2 other AI factions known as the Phoenix and Foxtrot Zero, with the Phoenix effectively filling the role of the Scavs in Tarkov and Foxtrot Zero being the Raiders. Players will loot, shoot and extract from locations on the map, craft ammunition, don the swankiest armor and upgrade their headquarters to help give them the edge in their next raid. Ghosts of Tabor is set to be one of the biggest VR releases of 2023, with dedicated servers for online stability, cross-play across all the launch platforms including PC VR, Quest 2 and PSVR 2. The game will offer endless opportunities for players to be able to match up against each other. If you've pre-ordered the PSVR 2 and you want to get a good gauge of what some decent launch titles are, watch this video for my top 5 launch titles for the PSVR 2. And guess which one's not actually a launch title? I might have made a mistake.